I want to pronounce to you in a very bold and loud way, nothing's gone wrong. Nothing went wrong except you had a clarifying experience, because things are always working out for you. We wanted to jump in the opening words that you were offering and say to you, this is the best thing that has ever happened to you, because moving down that road was going against so many things that we know are in your vortex. Your inner being is not going to encourage you toward a relationship of any kind, whether it's a very fast one or a very long one, that is not in vibrational harmony with who you really are and what you really want. But you know what happens? Sometimes absence of a relationship makes you think that presence of any relationship is a good thing. And that's just not true. Did you hear what we said? Well, we'll tell you what we really mean. You think, oh, any relationship's better than no relationship. Any relationship is not better than no relationship, because in the absence of another person, you might have an opportunity to form a conscious, deliberate relationship, meaning mood and attitude and vibrational alignment with your own inner being. And when you line up, with who you really are, it is our promise to you that in that absence of resistance, the person that you are looking for is going to come into your experience with such swiftness and such clarity. And as you meet this person, there will be no question in either of your minds. You won't be playing those games. You won't be testing each other. You won't be dragging up the past. You won't be trying to get somebody to make promises that they're not ready to make. They will already have gestated, and they will already be at the point of alignment for you, you see. Do you understand how this vibrational reality works? With everything that you've been living, and it's been enough. We're not saying that you need more data to collect in order to create the perfect relationship. You've already created it, and that relationship exists in your vibrational reality. But you are nowhere near, and we don't want to be harsh, because almost everybody, we would be saying the same thing to them about so many things that they want. You're nowhere near being a vibrational match to what you want. You are so often not a vibrational match to what you want, and then what you don't want, which you are a vibrational match to, keeps coming. Do you know most people are more of a vibrational match to doubt in relationships than they are to living happily ever after? And so you get some of what you want and some of what you don't want, and some of what you want and some of what you don't want, and then you say, you need to be different, because I'm getting some of what I want and some of what I don't want. I need somebody who'll just give me what I want, but I keep getting what I want and what I don't want. So you need to be different. And we say, nobody can be different than what you're outputting. Nobody can be different than what you're outputting. If you want them to clean up their act, you got to clean up your act first. You've got to be a vibrational match, which means you can't harbor thoughts of doubt. You can't worry about those things you're worrying about and then try to get somebody else to promise you that they won't do those things that you're worried about. It never works. When you're really worried about something, you're going to attract the very person who's most likely to do that thing that you're worried about. And then you say, I knew it. I knew it. I could feel it all along. And we say, of course you could. Of course you could feel it all along, you see. So when someone moves away from you, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, because it means that what's going on in your vortex and what you really want isn't a vibrational match. So just accept things are always working out for me, and this is one of the best things that has ever happened to me, because it gave me clarity about this and about this and about this. And then tell your general story about relationships in a way that pleases you, and this is the hard part, but you can do it, let your conversation with yourself about what's coming and the joy that you know you're going to live when it does come, let that hold you for 3 months while you clean up your vibration, and then watch what happens. We know that if you are like many people, you are stuck in the awareness of what is, and it makes everything we're saying here not only feel irrelevant to you, it makes you feel irritated by it. That's sort of the way the movie makers keep you engaged, is they give you a problem to which they help you find a solution, and then you feel better. But it is sort of the way that the resistance helps you to continue to create and ask for more too. And so as long as you know that no matter what's happening, you can keep yourself happily engaged and moving along, and knowing that you do ultimately have complete creative control over what happens, not only with your movie, but with life. You always have that guiding light to feel your way into alignment with. Your vortex can always be felt by you, unless you're too far gone in the opposite direction for now. But after a good night's sleep, you're back in the game again. Are you taking away from this yet the feeling that there's just no reason not to be happy, that you could get good enough at it that there's just no reason not to be happy, that doesn't feel so far-fetched to you. And do you know how remarkable that is? Do you feel how far you've come just in this conglomeration of conversation that we've had together, just in these few short minutes that we've been together today? And right now, more than ever before, you believe in happiness. You believe in your ability to align with what your inner being knows you want about everything. Talk about 3 wishes. Talk about endless goods flowing towards you and experiences. There's no reason for you ever to be disappointed. That is the distortion of all distortions, and it's not for any reason other than your ability to focus right now. And your ability to focus right now must not ever again be because you're focused on manifestations. That's not going to fly with you ever again. That doesn't cut it, because that manifestation can change right now. Never again complain about a manifestation that is not pleasing to you, because they are changeable by you now. So that's like saying, I don't like what I'm creating. I'm disappointed in what I'm creating, not in what happened. I'm disappointed in what I'm creating, and I'm doing it now. And I'm not disappointed because of the subject of what I'm creating. I'm disappointed because of the process of creating right now. I've got it all balled up in some weird way. You see, you didn't come for the manifestation. You came for the manifesting. You didn't come for the creation. You came for the creating. You came because you are a creator, and a creator's got to create, you see. And so you've done most of the process. You sifted, you sorted, you put it in the vortex. It's there for you. But when you get crossways of that, then it starts bogging down, and your emotions tell you what to do. Your emotions tell you what to do. Disappointment is not an emotion you want to foster. Disappointing stories are not the stories you want to tell. Disappointments are not the things you want to regurgitate. Disappointments about anything are not the thing that make your world go round. Disappointments take you into the past where you have no power. Optimism takes you into the now and into the future where all of your power is. What life is, and what the thrill of life is being on that brink of the next explosion into your mind. The next realization of this big thought, this big knowing, this big understanding, this big manifestation. So we're going to make a very strong statement. You can't get there from there. Now stay with us. You can't get there from there. You can't get to a manifestation of something that you've got lots of resistance to. You can't get there from there. Just stay with us for a minute, because it's not like the things we usually say to you, because we usually say you can be or do or have anything. But we're saying this to you because we want you to sharpen your skills of creation, because you're ready to do that. You can't get there from there. What do you mean, Abraham? You can't get to that manifestation that you want given the vibration that you're offering. Oh. So what's off in the vibration that I'm offering? You've got too much resistance for that to unfold easily. Well, what do I do about the resistance? Should I work harder? Should I think about it more? No, that will make the resistance more. What should I do? Get off the subject. Get off the subject. That will make the resistance less. You see, if you get it, and we're going to ask you if you do you believe that your vortex exists? Do you believe that there's a vibrational version already queued up for you? Do you believe that universal forces are arranging circumstances and events, and that the cooperative components are all lined up for you? So if you believe that, then what is the piece that you've got to do? You've got to allow it. You've got to get yourself in the receiving mode, which means you got to be happy anyway. You got to be lighter about it. Well, how do you be light about something that you're heavy about? Don't think about it for a while, and it will dissipate. And then next time you think about it in more general terms. It's like the movie that our friend was talking about. You have to reestablish your own communication between you and your inner being. And your inner being is not speaking to you in words. We sort of distort that when we're talking to you with all of these words. In fact, sometimes the words are so much it's like a hair blowing back experience for you. You'd be better off not even listening to all of these words. Your inner being is not speaking to you in words. Your inner being is offering blocks of thought, which you are translating into impulses, into memories, into thoughts, you see. It's easy to have a life that's working out and to once again get hooked on conditions. And so these conditions make me happy and that one doesn't. And so you're still kind of stepping back into some conditional living. All conditional living means is trying to fast forward into a manifestation to examine the conditions. Unconditional living, unconditional love, unconditional life is going for the emotion and never mind the way it's going to manifest. You just know it's going to be good when it does. So you were right when you said to us, so just think about happiness and think about how it feels to be appreciated and think about how it feels to appreciate. But there is so much in this world that you can appreciate. Do you know, when you are in a nose-to-nose love affair with the love of your life and you think that what's happening is that person is loving you, what's really going on is you are loving that person. What's really going on is you are finding endless things about that person that your inner being agrees with. So it's just constant focusing yourself into alignment and using that person as the excuse. And you know, you could use 100 people and their best qualities to do exactly the same thing. And you could let those 100 people help you tune to what you want. And then someone who holds all of those manifested already or potential to manifest qualities that you have trained yourself to be active in your vibration make their way into your experience. It's just such a lovely thing. You know why we want this manifestation for you? Because it's so delicious. Because the misses and the hits are all part of the process. When something works a little, you come to understand creation even more. When something doesn't work, you come to understand creation even more. And once this gets rolling, you'll never, ever again doubt that you can be or do or have anything that you want. That's just a giving. It's just this sort of cat and mouse game that you begin playing with the universe in discovering your own readiness for when it's going to happen, you see. It's inevitable that it's going to happen.